Gucci lad.
All right, welcome back to the third episode of the Shid campaign. You got your co-host Eli, we got Daxter, we got Ethan, we got our DM Blake today. Little recap. Last time everyone got an egg. We don't know what the eggs have in them, but we'll find out eventually. And we are on our way to a university to learn about necromancy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So yes, as Eli said, you guys are on your way to this university. So you're walking through the streets. It's a very rainy day. It's like this is like a big medieval, like stereotypical medieval city. So it's crowded, but not super crowded, and it's all like stone path everywhere. Raining super duper hard, like fucking Seattle hard.
Alright.
And you guys are making your way down the road, kind of trying to block yourselves off from the rain, but there's not much you can do. It's really, really vicious.
Alright. So let's keep you up just getting drenched. Up Cornelius's head. Did you hear that?
Yeah, he's getting drenched.
Getting drenched.
Getting drenched. Yeah, you're gonna have to wring yourself out, huh? Or else you're gonna be like fucking slowed down and like just slopping as you move.
I like the rain.
You like the yeah. Cornelius is happy. He likes rain, so that's good. And I assume that Payne is happy. He's like a squid person, octopus person. They should like the water, right?
I'm just chilling,
That's
getting
good.
all moist.
So the only one who's very uncomfortable, and I mean very uncomfortable, is Ethan, who is now just like a wet mop. So you guys are making your way down, and Nathaniel Dresnar, of course, being the rich fucking person he is holding a umbrella to block himself off. And Roland Nim, the little automata, is following under so he doesn't get wet since he's made of metal. As you guys are walking, you kind of hear like groaning just coming from the alleyways.
Okay. Can I investigate that?
Yes, you can. Are you the only one that's going to go down there, or the rest of you walking, or what are we doing?
Is it a tight fit?
No, it's like a pretty large alleyway with dumpsters in it.
All right, Cornelius will follow.
I
Well,
guess.
Kip gives in his head, so you have no choice. You're just soggy and on his head.
Yeah, I have no choice. I am getting annoyed and on his head because
Yes.
and made me wear pants.
So as you approach this alleyway, you hear the groaning get louder and louder, and you can hear like a sound of dragging on the ground a little bit. But it's too
Okay.
dark to see. And I don't think any of you have dark vision, right?
I don't believe I do.
You tell me trees don't evolve to have dark vision?
Maybe Yip Yip has dark vision. That's the only one I might think.
He's a cat.
Yeah, he's a cat.
Yeah.
No, I do not have dark vision.
They keep you.
Does Kip Yip have night vision?
If it does have night vision.
He has dark vision.
Yep. Low light vision.
Low light vision.
Low light vision.
Low light vision. So you
Yeah.
can't see when it's like pitch black.
No, just low light.
Okay. So you see crawling in the alleyway, there's a zombie. And it just starts inching closer and closer to you. It has tattered clothes, and you can kind of notice that one of its legs is broken and just dragging behind.
Ah, really?
Mm-hmm.
Zombies.
Zombies. Kip Yip wants to go ahead and tackle it.
Can I step on it?
It's not. You're not that big compared to it. It's like a full-sized human.
Okay. Is just one crippled zombie though?
Yeah, that has approached you now.
Okay.
So I'm up north, up that way.
So you should kill that thing, Kip Yip.
I should
Kip
kill it.
Yip's trying to charge it
Kip Yip charges it with its knife out.
with his knife out. Okay, roll for initiative.
14.
Okay.
Boom.
That is indeed a 14.
Is anyone else going to be?
I'm just gonna kind of sit back and see how it goes.
I'll
Okay.
go for. Let's just do this. I'll go into chat.
You're going to actually do
Well, I think Ethan gets to go first.
I got a 4.
That's okay. So Ethan comes. Well, Kip Yip comes swinging at this zombie, and the zombie just like trips over its broken leg with its good leg and smacks into the ground, and its face just breaks open and its brains spill all over the floor.
Kip Yip stood stabbing it 1,000 times.
Okay, Kip Yip, you gained 50 experience
Cool.
for having the zombie roll on that one.
Awesome. That's amazing.
So you just going at this corpse, you know, and Nathaniel Dresner just is slowly walking up to you guys, and he goes, "Come on, we need to be going. You can't be wasting your time on this. It's very common in this city. Seeing that we have so many necromancers, they bring the corpses back to life all the time to do their bidding."
This
Ah.
is strange.
Oh, I don't like those things.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna like college.
It is necromancy college, by the way.
Great. Cornelius is disconcerted.
So, anyways, please try not to bloody your new clothes. Let's go this way. And he kind of motions back towards the path.
Okay, start following him.
Kip Yip jumps on Cornelius's head.
And we are going. Me
So
and
you
my
guys are
Yeah.
You guys are making your way down the road. The rain seems to have let up just a little bit. It's not sunny, it's still cloudy, but the rain has stopped, and it's more so just like a little sprinkle every once in a while. You notice people starting to come out of their house and look around because they try to stay inside, you know, during the heavy rain. And noticing it's nice outside so that they can go outside and go to wherever they need to go for the day. But you guys just march onward. You have a path that is pretty straightforward laid out for yourself because the path is laid out in a different colored stone than the rest of the stone. And you just follow the signs from there pretty much. But to be fair, we have established that you're all stupid and illiterate.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
no one would be able to know where you were fucking going without a companion.
great.
Well, that is a-okay. That's just fine. What's wrong with being stupid and illiterate?
Nothing. I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I'm just stating the fact.
That was stupid and illiterate?
We are not
Yeah.
people. Adventurers.
But anyways, you march on and you see in the distance a large building, very large, with pointed, like, it looks like a cathedral almost.
Okay.
And
Go
like,
That was
Going.
What?
What? I don't know. I heard you guys both say going and get cut off.
Go inside of it.
Yeah.
Go inside of it. It's off far in the distance, but you can see it like on the horizon.
Okay. We're walking towards it. We're going inside of it.
And then Nathaniel says that there it is, right there. The university.
It looks like a church, not a university.
What? I mean, you know, it's got its associations. We have to get money somehow. And I'm not going to pay for all of it.
All right. Cool.
I'd rather put my money elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, is there anything you guys wanted to know about the university while we're on our way there?
Yeah. What do you do?
So it's a university. So you sit down and you listen to lectures, and you read books, and you take what you've learned from those classes and apply it. You know, and every once in a while we'll have some cool demonstrations, and we'll actually take you out for hands-on training. But I mean, it's a 3-month process for each class.
Sheesh.
Hmm.
3 months.
Yep.
I mean,
Do you guys
I'm sure if
only
you're deaf,
teach
you could pick up-
necromancy, or? is it
no, we
other-
teach general arts. We teach some of our courses. I don't teach the general arts. I teach just the soul transference course. That's my favorite course to teach. So, that's what I teach. There's also the underworld and the afterlife. That's a pretty popular course. Reviving the dead, but those are all necromancy, you know. There's general offensive magic, general defensive magic, and general utility magic as well for people that don't want to get their hands dirty with necromancy.
Cool.
But I'm sure if you're an adept magic user with a high intellect, you could pick up a few things without taking the 3-month course. Just not everything.
So you
High
need someone.
intellect.
But today I'll be taking you in to look at my course. And if you like what you see, maybe I can get you hooked up with a different course later on with another professor.
See, no. Go.
No.
Well, Cornelius does not seem interested in spending 3 months inside of a building.
He just gives us a look of disgust.
Yeah, he's not interested.
He says, and what about you two? Kip Yip? Pain?
I mean, sounds like a lot of work.
Sounds like struggle.
Well, I might as well at least show it to you, unless you'd rather go somewhere else.
I mean, I guess we can take a look around.
Oh, sure.
But I figure before I help you go off on whatever adventure we'll be going on, I might as well show you where I work. I need to find a substitute anyways, a long term.
Terms.
Since we'll be going on our perilous journey, you know, the one we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, they talk for a while, and they walk for a while, and eventually they do make it to the school. But, you know, it took a whole day to walk there. That's how far it was. So, by the time you get there, it's about 2 in the morning. It's pitch black. And he says, finally, we've made it here. Now I can show you everything you wanted to learn. And you guys are all just, like, really drowsy, I'd assume, right?
Well, Pip moved the entire way, so.
Oh, Kipyip's got energy for fucking days. He probably catnapped on the top of fucking Cornelius, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much. I feel like Cornelius would have a lot of energy stored up. I feel like he wouldn't get tired as often.
I see. So we're all good. We're all full of energy.
Well, at least Cornelius and Pip is.
What about Pain?
I mean, he did just walk a long way, so he's not doing the greatest, but he's there, he's chilling. It's
Okay. Well, Nathaniel opens the door. Big double doors. And presents to you a large main entrance room with 2 staircases that lead to upstairs and a bunch of different hallways on the bottom, as well as hallways on the top.
Alright.
But it's like it's the largest room that any of you have ever been in. Except for, I don't know about Dexter Cornelius, because I don't know what Tree Man has been through.
I think Tree Man's just been in the forest before this.
But does he consider the world one big room?
I mean, I don't know. That is an interesting question.
Regardless, you guys see this grand cathedral from the inside.
The tech. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's stained glass up all over the walls that depicts many different murals.
Kip-Kip's just like looking at it in awe.
And the murals look like they're of like different stories, like just pretty janky pieces, but like they make out people and dragons and demons and stuff like that.
Ooh. Kip-Kip's just looking at it. He wants one of those pet dragons. At least he thinks to himself.
As he thinks this to himself, his egg wiggles.
The egg wiggled.
And then it wiggles again.
It wiggles a third.
Kip, your egg is wiggling.
And
It starts rocking vigorously from side to side.
Kip grabs the egg, pulls it out of his backpack, and like starts hugging it while on top of Cornelius.
So the egg rolls off of Cornelius, and you're holding onto it, and it just starts rolling around the floor.
Okay, we hit the fucking floor.
And it's like just rolling over you because it's very heavy. It's made of solid gold.
Well, Kip goes and takes the egg and starts hitting it. Sits back and like banging it against the floor. Why won't you stop? Stop!
Okay.
Cat post! Make it stop!
It starts glowing a bright light, so bright that it blinds all of you, and you cannot see at all. You just hear a thud, and you feel that you do not have the egg in your hands.
Where's the egg? Where's the egg?
And all of a sudden, the rest of you feel like all of your belongings that were in backpacks and satchels and the likes have lightened up and are no longer on you.
Oh. The fuck? Okay.
Including Nathaniel.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys can see again, and the egg is cracked.
Kip goes to investigate.
You see a gold glittery slime just spewed out in the middle of the egg. It looks like yolk. Or like mucus, but glittery. And it kind of slides on the floor for a little bit and then stops.
Kip sniffs it.
It smells like pennies.
Pennies! Cornelius takes a step back.
He licks it. What does it taste like?
It tastes like black olives.
Kip sniffs. And then backs away. And says, yuck. Ew. Yuck. Egg gone bad.
Nathaniel just kind of looks around and notices they took my staff. They took the orb.
They took what?
They took the orb.
That's rough. We get a new one.
About that. There's only one. That's the only one in existence.
Oh.
That's why I protect it so fondly, or else I'd let you break it and see what happens, but I need to protect it. It's the only one, until we learn to make another. If we can, you can have the second one, Mr. Payne. But that's as soon as we get back this first one.
Okay.
He goes, it looks like they made you drop your egg, and I'm sorry, buddy, but it looks like whatever's inside may be what that goop is.
Oh no.
Writing.
But it's okay. I'm sure you could sell the solid gold shell of the egg.
Your egg died?
My egg died?
Your egg is cracked on the floor, and there's goop coming out of it, like just a bunch of goop.
My guy died.
Oh no, the baby is dead.
Kippy takes the shell of it because it's solid gold and puts it in his
So,
bag.
but while you do that, before you have time to grieve, you hear skittering, just a bunch of skittering. Like, have you ever heard, like a wiener dog on a hardwood floor with his fucking little paws?
Yeah.
That skittering. You hear that from outside of the room, going all around very fast.
Kip gets scared and wants to investigate.
All of our shit's missing. Did it take our eggs as well?
It did take the other eggs.
Oh man. So,
And you don't have any of your weapons
can we
or
look around
inventory.
and see if you can see anything? Maybe it's flying around the room.
You look around and the room is very dark as it's pitch black outside and it's 2 a.m.
Okay.
Why are we at school in 2 in the morning?
Some moonlight is seeping through. You can see the moon poking through the stained glass. Well, that's about it. The moonlight is what shows you where everything is, but there's shadows everywhere. Very dark shadows.
Okay.
Interesting.
So Kip Yip sees the best because he has slight night vision, right?
Low. Yeah.
Low more
light.
than the rest. So since there's still moonlight, it's a low light. So Kip, you can see all these scratches going all up along the walls, going up to the ceiling as you look up. Just all over.
Oh. Kip feels really uneasy.
And you hear the skittering. And you hear it clawing and ripping at the walls.
Can't do anything about it.
Well, for now, if you'd like to move anywhere, it's skittering around the other rooms. You hear a door slam.
Kip
Kip Yip can visibly see what door that is.
So Kip goes to investigate the slammed door.
Okay. And as you do that, Roland Nim, the little automata guy, he goes, well, at least they couldn't take me away. And he flicks his little arm and makes a little tiny torch. Like a lighter on his arm.
Ah, sweet.
And he holds his hand up so the others can see and walks forward to walk you guys towards that door.
Okay. Cornelius is very far away from the tiny fire.
He does not want to be near the fire at all.
No.
So you make it to this door, and it begins to open. You just hear a creaking noise, a very long, eerie creak, but it barely just opens, just a little tiny bit sliver.
Oh. You're strange. Strange.
So
Kip Yip hears the sound of a coin dropping on the floor in the room.
Kip looks at it.
No, you hear it. You can't look at it yet. The door's not open.
Wow. Can Kip Kip open the door?
Kip Yip opens the door, and as soon as he opens the door, he gets tackled, and he can't see what tackles him because it happens so fast.
Kip Kip starts throwing punches and starts fucking clawing the shit out of it with his cat claws.
You try punching and scratching, but it's no use. Your claws get stuck in the wood, and your hands punch into the wood and into the metal.
Ooh.
Mmm. Kip Kip screams in pain. You guys gotta do anything about this?
I'm gonna look at it.
Your cat's getting jumped.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull them apart.
So as you guys get a better look at it and it focuses, you can see. If I can get the fucking picture, I can send a picture. But for our audience who probably will not see the picture, it is a mimic with 4 legs.
Oh,
Ow.
you gave birth to a mimic.
I punched a mimic?
Yes, and it hurt your hand.
Kip Kip jumps away from it as fast as possible.
It has its tongue hanging out and it's panting like a dog, just going.
It's kind of cute. Is it like a box? Is it?
It is
What is-
like a chest.
It's a chest. Oh my
Yeah.
god! It's
You
a
don't know what a mimic?
box.
It's a fucking mimic. Kip Kip fucking, Kip Kip
It's a
fucking
mimic with 4
Right.
legs,
Julius.
and it has no eyes though, and it has of course a big tongue and a bunch of teeth.
That's adorable. What are you going to name it?
Classic mimic.
And I also want all my stuff back. It has my egg. Give me back my child.
It burps.
Oh no! Did it eat all of our eggs?
You can see some of like your weapons just like hanging out through its teeth.
I pick up the cat. I kip you up and I put it down in front of the mimic, and I say, "Get our stuff from it."
Kip Kip collects the stuff.
Stick your hand in its mouth.
It's the. Kip Kip really doesn't want to do this.
Get my egg. I pick up Kip Yip and shake him. And put him back down.
Kip Kip
So
side of the mimic.
the mimic turns his mouth away from you and like just starts growling lowly. This is what it looks like, by the way, with no eyeball though.
I know what a mimic looks like.
I know, but the picture that I'm envisioning for the campaign that I sent into the D&D Discord.
Okay.
It's a bulldog.
That's amazing.
This one, instead of the silver gray, it would be adorned with gold.
Ah. Okay. Well, Kip Kip still doesn't like it.
He starts spitting out the stuff on the ground and coughing it up like a hairball, just like.
Get off the ground.
And all of a sudden, all of your stuff comes out at once and it's covered in slobber.
Okay. Well, I pick up my stuff and I put my egg back on the branch.
And you put the egg back on your branch, slobber and all.
Yeah.
Good thing it was still in its incubation chamber.
Yeah, it was not slobbered on the inside.
Yes.
Damn. If you killed my fucking pet egg.
And then Nathaniel just looks at you and starts laughing. He goes, "I think that was your pet egg."
That was my pet?
He goes,
No,
yes. From what I was looking at your egg, it was a very interesting specimen. I thought that maybe the goo was its yolk and it didn't fully mature yet. But this is, without a doubt, a pet mimic.
Oh, it is mine now. Kip Kip goes and like pets it.
And you get a splinter.
Kip pulls his hand away, like takes the spoon.
Um,
Like
he,
lunches,
he,
but
he
like
makes
not.
the noise like what a dog makes when they feel bad, like the whining,
Oh,
and then he tries to lap at your hand to try to get the splinter out with his tongue.
Kip likes it.
But then he ends up giving himself a splinter with the same splinter in his tongue.
Yeah, be waxed.
What is he made of?
Wood and gold
He's made
and
of.
flesh.
He's made of what?
The wood and gold and flesh.
What?
Oh, right here.
But you,
Sam. Hurry. You have the back, so I can see it.
Anyways,
with a true fucking mimic.
so he just starts running around in circles and like pointing towards a certain way with his like pointing forward, you know.
Kip jumps on it, and it says onward.
He shakes his little chest tush and just starts moving forward. But he's like galloping. He's like running as fast as he can.
Kip's fucking riding this thing while it's bolting. How fast is this mimic?
It's that's a good question. I would say it's not super fast, but like, what's a good example? Like, it's not always going to be fast, but have you seen an alligator move? It's not fast not fast very often on land, but if it wants to, it can fucking run.
So it'll run a little bit faster than a human.
Yeah, a little bit, but not much.
Okay.
And it's very, very heavy. You can feel like everything clanking, like the low center of gravity of everything it has in its gut.
Woo! Kip's just fucking riding on it.
Are we still in the big cathedral? Where are we right now?
Yes, you are. And your mimic just jumped straight through a stained glass window, destroying centuries of old architecture and history. I shattered the entire mural from breaking the one spot, by the way.
So I'm now not on the mimic anymore.
You jumped off? You did a barrel roll?
Can Kip attempt to chase it?
And it just starts running away. But like
Jump.
it thinks it's a game, not like it's in trouble.
Oh.
Mimic!
What
What do you call it?
Mimic.
Mimic? That's its name?
Yeah, mimic.
Mimic?
It just doesn't get a good name.
Kip hasn't thought of a name. He's just calling it mimic because that's what you guys called it.
That's fair. He keeps running around. Nathaniel just kind of flicks his wrist and gets all the gunk off of his hand that was spit out onto his staff. And he picks up his staff and he just taps it on the ground 2 times. Everything starts glowing and the glass starts moving back into place.
Okay.
So he says that should be fine for now, but if you guys end up breaking it and not telling me immediately, or I'm not here immediately, then I won't be able to fix it.
Okay.
It was just a utility magic, temporal shift stuff.
Let me get my thing back.
The mimic just kind of sits down in front of you now and yawns and then just like goes.
It's dog.
Yeah, Mom.
Imprinted on me. So mimic imprinted on me. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it just kind of like pug snores, like the very audible snoring where you hear its sinuses.
Ah. Ha.
Ha.
Ah. Skip doesn't have much of a reaction to it. But
Nathaniel just kind of like dusts his shoulders off and he says, "Well, that was interesting, but now that we have all of our stuff back and he seems to be tired and has his energy away, we can finally take a tour of the cathedral and the university."
those are wonders.
Mm-hmm.
So they do something specific. You want to read what they do before you just build. Because sometimes you don't want them.
Okay. Okay. So, what now? What now?
Or
I was
now.
confused what we were talking about. Anyway, so Nathaniel just starts walking forward, and Roland, the little automata, just starts skipping ahead, with a little fat, tiny robot body. I'm feeling younger than he ever has because he was 80 when he got transferred into that body. And you guys are going down the hallways, tracking fucking water everywhere. At least the mural was saved, right?
Yeah.
He says, "Well, it is after hours, so we won't see any of the teachers here, except for myself, of course. But I can at least show you the classroom and where everything is. And, I mean, it does have housing if you guys needed somewhere to stay. I do have my house as well, if you would rather live there than a boarding school."
Bingo. Free house.
So that's a yes?
What?
That's a yes?
Okay.
I'm confused. Do you want the housing, the accommodation, or...
And free housing. Kip doesn't really know. He's just going with the flow. This is more of a pain.
What is a house?
So it's like a building, but it's yours, and you get to sleep there.
I'd rather sleep outside.
I see. And, for you, Mr. Payne?
I can just stay at the boarding school.
Okay. Although I do have to let you know, to stay at the boarding school, you do have to at least be taking one course. Now, I will supply the course for you for free, because you guys have helped me out. But you would have to at least take the course.
Okay. What courses do you offer here?
As I said on the walk over, we have many different courses. I teach soul transference, but we also have the underworld and afterlife. That is my second favorite course. Reviving the dead, a classic. General offensive magic for if you want to be a murder hobo. General defensive magic for if you want to, try to save people. And general utility magic for if you want to do stuff that no one else understands.
Okay. Kind of interested in that offensive magic class.
That.
I don't know what this. What's mad?
Was magic? Well, both of the people with you, I believe, should be able to perform magic.
Cool.
Oh.
Because Mr. Cornelius is a druid, and Payne, I believe, is a wizard, I want to say.
I'm a monk.
You're a monk?
I'm a monk. I'm not even a druid.
I thought you were a druid.
I'm a monk.
Oh, you're boring. Why do you even have a weapon at this point? Just fight with your hands.
I do.
So does Kip have any magical capacity? Can he even do anything? He's a rogue.
If he puts his mind to it, and he really wants to, I'm sure he could learn something.
Okay. I imagine that the best alternative for Kip would be to go ahead and use the school of magic that no one really understands.
The utility?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, do we have defensive magic?
There is. The general ones that you guys were all looking at, which is funny that you guys are interested in the general ones, but general offensive, general defensive, and general utility. And then there's also reviving the dead, the underworld and afterlife, and soul transference.
I'll do defensive magic.
Okay. So I can enroll you in that course.
Yeah.
That's me.
And did any of you want to enroll in multiple courses or just the one? You can take them at the same time. You can take up to 3.
I'm just gonna take offensive magic.
Just the offensive magic for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Cornelius, just the defensive.
Yeah. Do that for a start.
And how about yourself, Kip? Yep. Are you being ambitious or we're doing the utility?
I don't know what magic is. What is good? What is good magic? Sure, you told
Well,
heal. How we heal.
how do we heal? Well, you'll learn that in your utility magic class. But on top of that, I could at least give you a supplementary class in the underworld and the afterlife.
Ooh. Okay. What's
Maybe you
that?
can just take a crash course, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to be a necromancer. So it's a class where you learn about the ancient prophecies that have to do with going to the underworld, which is a place that is theorized to exist that we send all of our dead to, you know?
You know.
Um, but it's more of a theoretical class. I like it because it teaches us a lot about necromancy. But it teaches us about the place where souls go after we're done using them or sending them off ourselves.
Hmm. Kip just had all of that go over his head.
It goes, you learn about going to cool, dark, creepy places that may or may not exist,
Oh.
that have cool skeletons and dead people. Well, I made up the skeleton part. We don't know about any of this. We don't even know if it's real. But if you did want to learn about it and try to prove that it was real, or learn about your connection to necromancy, you could always try to take the class.
Okay.
So I'll sign you up for the both then. Now, with all of you taking different classes, this is going to be interesting. But I'll put in good word with the dean. When I see them in the morning, I will let them know to get your papers through. I think I have sufficient general information for each of you.
Okay. So,
Because,
what do we do in the meantime?
well, it's late. Your friend over there looks tired. And we just had almost lost all of our stuff and just made a new friend in the Mimic. I say we make it to the dormitory and take a rest.
I keep forgetting humans need to sleep.
Yes, if you would like to photosynthesize or just chill, you could do that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But onwards, we must go. And it just starts walking down the hallway.
Follow him.
Follow him.
Okay.
The Mimic kind of senses that Kip Yip got up and just starts sniffling around and then gets up and starts running around in circles and chasing after them, running like in a zigzag.
After Kip?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys make it to a big door and he opens it. He goes, we'll have to go outside one more time. But once we get to the other area, it's where the rooms are. So he opens this grand door, and you guys haven't noticed yet because you've been walking for a while, but you've gone up multiple floors and you're very high up, and you're going to be walking on the beam in between two different points of a cathedral.
Okay.
With very minimal what do you call it, railing.
Minimal railing. Okay.
I don't know what a better word is for it, but not actual railing, because obviously they aren't going to have that. But like the
Okay.
wall, but not an actual wall. What do you call it? The little tiny one, like the slab.
Handrail. I don't know.
A thing. Anyways, not important. You guys walk forward on this path as it's windy and just starts blowing off some of the birds in Daxter's hair. Well, hair, twigs. Is that
What?
your hair? Does that count as hair?
I have leaves and twigs and branches.
Your branches, your stylish branches.
Don't worry, they'll come back.
Will come back. But you make it on forward, and the mimic runs ahead of all of you, and just headbutts this door open.
Oh, Kip Pip goes to see the fucking mimic.
When you make it up there, you can see that the mimic did not headbutt the whole door open, but just a mimic-sized hole.
Kip Pip steps through the mimic-sized hole.
And Kip Yip does fit through the mimic-sized hole. The rest of you do not.
Oh man, he's gonna wait outside.
Except Roland Nim, who walks up and does fit.
Okay.
Nathaniel goes, well, that was an unconventional way to get in, but regardless, and he tries to open the door, but realizes the door is locked.
Okay, I can break down that door.
He goes, or we could just see if they could, like, let us in, you know?
I do not understand of knocking.
I'm not talking about knocking. There are 3 out of us inside of there.
Ah, okay.
Do any of you know how to operate a lock?
Kip Pip
We do have a rogue.
and says, "Let me try."
He's gonna. It's not like you need to be a rogue. You're unlocking it from the inside.
He goes and like fucking mess with it.
Yeah.
Are there any like knobs or turn things that he can do or like move around?
Yes, but it's so cold that it's like not budging very much. You can feel it turn a little bit, but like it won't move too much.
Yip Yip tries with all of his might.
I cast Firebolt on the lock.
You burn Kip Yip's hands.
Did I
He just has-
defrost the lock?
Yes, but you burn Kip Yip's hands.
Okay.
The lock is now defrosted, and now the lock is also very hot and is not unlocked because you burn Kip Yip's hands.
Kip Yip walks up to Payne and slaps him.
You hurt yourself in the process with your burnt ass hand.
Ow!
I cast Mage Hand to go through the mimic-sized hole and unlock the door from
The
the
make head
inside.
is too big and just makes a bigger hole.
That's
Does he
better.
unlock the door?
It's trying to unlock the door, but you already made a bigger hole. There's room. So you make it in, and you notice that you have woken up a bunch of sleeping students.
Oh, he broke into the dorm. Okay.
And you hear an alarm sound off in the distance.
Okay. Let's leave before they make me into the next door.
And then all of a sudden, you hear hop, 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 and you see a large group of people coming through the path that you just came.
Oh no.
And they're all wearing armor.
Greetings.
They're not gonna know that I'm anything but a tree.
What's going on?
I stand still.
There you go.
Visible from a normal tree in a building.
We have noticed you've got caused property damage. And you have waken up everyone at 3 o'clock in the morning. You understand what kind of ungodly hour this is?
Nah.
Not to what? All of it?
Yeah, that wasn't us.
Oh? but I can see you. You're standing in the door. This broken right now.
Yeah, but
And
that
there's a
wasn't
little,
us. You should have seen them. They ran. That's crazy.
and why is there a giant mage hand that's waiting behind you? And the hole in the door is the size of the mage hand.
That is completely unrelated.
The mage hand fades behind you.
What mage hand? I don't see any mage hand.
It's roll for persuasion, I guess.
This was not us. I can vouch. I am honorary member of society. Can Kip Yip
Well, that sounds good to me. Can you give us a description of those people?
No.
Okay. Goodbye.
See ya.
They're all just running off the whole way out. They just don't stop saying it.
So Cornelius opens his eyes. Stealth 100. He had not been noticed out of the building as a tree.
They 100% noticed you. They just did not talk to you. You're a tree on a fucking castle.
All right, let's go into the dorms.
You already were in the door.
I thought we were standing outside of the dorms. Wait.
No, you just broke in.
Oh.
Okay, Cornelius is gonna go outside to go photosynthesize and sleep out the night. Walk out through the castle by himself.
As he walks out, he notices there's no dirt.
How dare they? Okay, Cornelius is just gonna start walking away from the castle until he finds dirt.
So Cornelius makes his way to the castle courtyard.
Is there dirt in the courtyard?
There is indeed dirt in the courtyard.
Okay, Cornelius, is this? I hope this isn't next to a fountain or like a hedge maze or anything. But he's just gonna go pull up himself right there, smack dab in the middle of this field.
Yeah, and he starts photosynthesizing himself.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Nathaniel looks at the other two and says, "Well, I can get you two accustomed with your own rooms tonight if that's okay."
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, "Well," he looks around. He goes, "It looks like there's only one open room."
That's okay. The cat can sleep outside.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Go find your tree friend and sleep in there.
The tree is sleeping outside. He goes, "Okay." He tosses the key to Payne.
Okay. I take the key and find my room.
I follow Payne.
The door makes a clunk
The door makes a clunk.
and it unlocks.
Whoa. I open it and go in.
You open it and go in. And what about you, Mr. Kip Yip?
I close the door in his face.
I follow Payne.
You get the door closed in your face.
Kip Yip tells the mimic to bust it open.
Okay, I'm gonna let you know right now, if this happens, your mimic dies.
The mimic just kind of looks at him and tilts his head, puzzled.
Kip Yip starts knocking on the door.
I
The
don't,
mimic just starts
I
headbutting,
don't
but not
say
hard enough.
anything, and I just lock the door.
He could have opened it. The mimic just starts headbutting the door, like, lightly, just enough to knock on it.
Kip Yip starts like full on punching it.
The mimic just starts putting its tongue under the door and starts reaching the tongue up, trying to reach the lock.
I step on his tongue.
It just goes...
noise.
Yeah. And then it tries to whip its tongue back. In the process, its tongue sticks to his shoe and trips him. Like it pulls out your foot from under you, pretty much.
Ah.
Kip takes the mimic and starts headbutting it against the door using the mimic as a battering ram.
Cool.
And
So Nathaniel comes up to Kip Yip and he says, "Oh, I guess there was a mix-up. There's one more room, but it's kind of small."
okay, peace outside.
He hands you the keys and he goes, "It's that way, around the hall to the left."
Kip goes, finds his room.
And you open the door, and it has laundry machines in it.
Kip
Laundry machines, what year is it? We're in a castle.
Don't worry about it. Magic.
Okay.
Kip
They're
goes
magic laundry machines.
and can you open the doors of any of them?
Yes, they're going right now, though.
Kip opens the doors to the dryer.
To the dryer.
To a dryer.
And the clothes fling out from their rolling motion and cover you with a pile of hot clothes.
Kip takes the clothes and makes a bed out of it.
So Kipya puts the clothes into a little mattress and just lays on it.
Yep.
And the mimic just kind of like walks around in a circle and then just sits down and starts snoring.
Does it become indistinguishable from a normal chest?
Yes, but it's also snoring.
Alright. Sounds good. And we sleep tonight.
Then you sleep the night, and with that, it looks like we've been here for almost an hour. So I would say we can close off the session for today and start back up next time.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds fun.
So, just for my notes, I wanted to make sure. Where is that one? So we have 2 classes being taken by Kip Yip. The utility and the underworld and the afterlife. Defensive magic is for Cornelius. And offensive magic for Pain. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, that was a session that had to be done. A lot of traveling. And you got a new pet. So we got some shit done.
Yeah, that seemed like a really drawn out session.
Yeah. But sometimes it doesn't happen as fast. Sometimes you travel and you're just walking the whole time. But sometimes you travel and there's a bunch of shit that gets in your way. It would have been longer if you guys didn't try to fight the zombie and then the zombie rolled a 1. We would have had combat at least.
Damn.
Damn, no combat.
Alright. Well, I'll have to start making notes on the next one. But, Daxter,
Yeah.
we need to do a session 0 for yours, right? You know what that means, right?
Just the first campaign, get everything out of the way, context and shit.
Yeah, like if you want to do like little one-off things with certain characters, you can do that in the session 0 and have us all here so we can witness it.
Okay. That
Or
could
do like whatever little things you need to do to set up your plot to have it ready to what you need it to be, and for us to all understand what we need to understand.
So, it really doesn't matter what class or race your character is, but I do want you to at least have, like, a job and, like, 2 loved ones and, like, make up a way for your character. Like, think about how they're not an adventurer and they're just an upstanding citizen. How would they act in this D&D world, kind of?
And what do we have limit to our alignment? Does it have to be good?
No, there's no limit to your alignment.
So Eli can be chaotic evil, is what you're saying.
Eli's always capable. I don't think I can tell him to make a good character and have him not be interested.
Okay. We're gonna be like, how does this person contribute to society? He murders babies.
Or maybe he's like, he like.
See, I was thinking like a politician or something for chaotic evil, not like.
A politician would be awesome.
I was thinking like slinging meth or something.
Okay.
Like
Or something like that.
Characters singing meth or some kind of drug need to have for it. Why are they doing it? That's that kind of reason.
for money,
They need to care about what they're doing on their daily basis.
money.
Why would they do drugs for money, Ethan? They
That's fine.
lose money with drugs.
Listen, okay, he can Walter White the shit out of it.
But Walter White didn't do his drugs.
Oh yeah, exactly. He doesn't have he doesn't have to care about the drugs. He could be slinging fucking straight crystal and not have to fucking do the shit. Like he could be a meth dealer. He doesn't have to try his product.
Alright. Well, I'll have to get my character ready for your campaign then. I'll have to make it in the 5e character companion whatever app.
Okay.
Alright. It was good to get a session out and not have to wait like 3 weeks again.
Yeah.